It's Dio right here on your Classic Metal Show from the Strange Highways release with Give Her the Gun. And we want to thank Rick Mulia of Paisano's Restaurant in Albuquerque, New Mexico for being a part of the Classic Metal Show tonight. A lot of positive comments in that chat room tonight.
People liked him, man. People liked Rick a lot.
Yeah, they did. It's like best guest ever. Best guest this year.
Well, I don't know that I would go best guest ever, but I would certainly say he was quite solid. And he's one of us, as I was texting with Corey. He's definitely one of us.
Yeah, he
gets it.
Yeah, he gets it. He's got that entrepreneurial spirit. Mm-hmm. And he's just a working guy and making a living, and he's got a sense of humor, and it's just doesn't take things too seriously.
I just like the fact that the media tried to spin him out, and he just said, fuck you.
Yeah.
And kept right on going. That's what I like the best about Rick.
Yeah. He no apologies. I didn't apologize for that.
No, nor should he. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I'm allergic to black olives, so they don't matter to me. But I'll tell you what, I will proudly wear one of his shirts.
Sure. He said he'd send one over for you.
All right. Awesome. Does he have tent size?
But Rick was a good guest, and we'll have him back. We'll find out how things are kind of progressing for him, before the end of the year.
Maybe we'll have Rick do the top 20 countdown.
Yeah, maybe. Rick is a metalhead. Maybe he would be our guest this year.
Yeah, we'll throw Red and Jerry out of here. We'll throw Doghouse out, and we'll go with Rick. Black Olives Matter.
Right. That's a good idea.
I like that idea.
I do too. I think if you're listening, Rick, that's what we're going to do. We're going to invite you to do our top 10 countdown for 2016, the top 10 metal CDs of 2016.
That's right.
So it should be good. Well, anyway, speaking of Strange Highways, and we got a few minutes before Leather is going to call.
Okay.
You got hooked on Stranger Things.
Oh, boy. Watch the whole thing.
8 episodes. It's almost 8 hours worth of watching. I think, what are they, 50 minutes a piece or something?
It's a piece. I watched all 8 within 24 hours. Within one calendar day. Within 24 hours of time, I watched all 8.
Yeah, I watched it over last weekend. But if you don't know what we're talking about, Netflix has an original series out there. The season 1 is available. It's called Stranger Things with Winona Ryder.
Right.
It draws you in.
It was strange. It was definitely strange, but it was great. I couldn't stop watching it for a lot of reasons. One, as much as I didn't like it, I was sort of hooked on that whole where they weren't showing the thing at first. They were just showing shadows moving around.
Right.
For like the first 5 episodes before you actually saw the monster.
Right.
And I was locked in on that. Then I kept looking at that little girl, and I was like, there's no way. Is that really a girl? Yeah. Did you think that was a girl?
Well, that was the whole thing. I mean, because she had the whole shaved head thing going on there, it was kind of tough to tell.
Well,
but
I mean, in real life, not in the show.
Oh,
in real life, do you think that was a girl?
Boy, that's a good question. She looks very boyish.
Very boyish.
Mm-hmm.
And a boy's face. And really, when they put the wig on her, still was thinking boy.
Well, maybe she's trans.
Yeah, I mean, she's in the middle of her transition.
Yeah, maybe she's one of Obama's children.
Yeah, could be.
Mm-hmm.
Could very well be.
Sure.
But yeah, it was that show. Wow. I don't even know how you would. I mean, it's definitely not what I normally watch, and you either.
No, not at all. But I caught wind of it, and I thought, okay, I'm going to check it out. The only reason I wanted to see is because I literally have not seen Winona Ryder on anything in years.
Right.
So I just watched it because I wanted to see her. I wanted to see what she looked like these days.
Yeah, she looked all right.
So was I right that she looks like the hot trash mom?
Yeah, I mean, for a homeless-looking lady, she looked all right.
Yeah, she's like a trailer park mom.
Yeah, she really was.
Mm-hmm.
She looked like she gave $10 blowjobs behind the fucking dumpster.
The dumpster at the McDonald's.
She really did. I'd give her a 10, maybe even a tip.
Yeah, sure.
Why not? She looked good, and I'll tell you who was unrecognizable to me.
Matthew Modine.
Dean.
Yeah.
He looked like a twisted Colonel Sanders.
He looked almost like the guy on Cheers.
Oh, Ted Danson.
Ted Danson.
Yeah, he did kind of.
He kind of looked like Ted Danson with that white hair.
Yeah. Yeah, that dude, just everything about that show was good. The plot was good. It was well written. One thing that I noticed that I really thought made it good, man, the music and not just the 80s songs, but the dun dun dun, dun like I call it the Jaws theme.
Sure.
Where they use the music to lead up to a tense moment. Perfectly played in that show.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, perfectly played. Very good. Ooh. So what does Uncontrolled Noise say? Watch Wayward Pines because the Duffer Brothers wrote that too. I'm all in the... I'll be watching Wayward Pines tomorrow.
the Duffer Brothers are becoming the Conan Brothers, yeah.
Yeah. But that was my first experience with the Duffer Brothers. They're fucking great. At least that show was great.
Yeah. Well, the thing that amazes me these days is that, these upstart companies like Netflix. How long has Netflix been around? 10 years?
Oh, longer than that.
Longer than that?
I mean, but not as a streaming company.
I'm talking about as a streaming company.
Probably 6 years, 5, 6.
Okay. How long have they been with the rentals?
That's probably
15
years. Yeah, because I mean they were like the first competitor to Blockbuster. And
sure.
Blockbuster's been out of business a decade now, haven't they?
Yeah, close to it.
Yeah, so they were before that.
But these companies have grown to the point to where they have the money for production and having top flight talent and writers and all that kind of stuff. HBO was huge for creating movies and whatnot all the way back into the 80s.
Sure.
But you get like Netflix now, and who else who else produces? Amazon produces their own movies.
Yeah, Amazon has a lot of good TV shows and movies too.
Mm-hmm.
They have I don't know if you've watched any of these yet, but Hand of God was excellent. That's with
the guy
Ron Perlman.
The guy from Sons of Anarchy. Yeah,
Ron Perlman. He's in that. That's a really good show. They had Alpha House with John Goodman and a bunch of other guys that you would know, but I don't know their names. You would sort of recognize them, but they're like big guys. They've got Bosch with that. He was Jimmy O in Sons of Anarchy,
right?
What's his name? Welton Tolliver or something like that. Some weird name like that.
Mm-hmm.
But he's Bosch in that show. A really good one that I think you would like, even though it looks. They should get whoever did their artwork should be fired because the show looks like it's a total chick flick show, and I guarantee you haven't watched it because of the fucking terrible artwork. There's a show on. It's got 2 seasons called Catastrophe.
Okay.
Have you watched that yet?
I have not.
That show is one of the funniest shows I've ever watched, and it's right up our alley. It's about a guy that he travels to England on business one weekend and fucks some chick.
Okay.
And knocks her up.
All right, nice.
So then he tries to play the good guy, and he moves to England and marries or goes to marry the girl.
Oh.
But and it's about how fucked up that is.
Of course it is.
But dude, the show is fantastic because it's just nothing but every bad thing that we talk about, as well as lots of fucking because that's all they know that works for them. So they're constantly fucking each other when they're having problems.
Even though she's pregnant, or she already had the kid?
Even while she's pregnant, after she has the kid, they're always fucking. Always fucking.
Okay.
And it's because, I mean, it's kind of subtle, but that's what they're saying. They have all these wicked fights, and then they always end up fucking because that's their only good place.
Yeah, that's what they have in common, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, because that's how they know each other.
Sure.
Because he banged her on a weekend.
Right.
It's a fucking great show.
All right.
I sucked down 2 seasons of that in a weekend.
What's it called? Catastrophe?
Catastrophe.
All right.
But if you look at the art, look it up while we're talking about it. If you look up Catastrophe on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
The artwork is so bad, it looks like it's just a straight up chick flick. It looks like something that you would never watch. But then I watched it because my friend Kelly told me to give it a shot. And I watched it, I was like, holy shit, is this funny?
Oh yeah, I'm looking at the screen. Yeah, it's very cheap.
You would never watch that, would you?
I would never watch that. You're right.
Yeah. I'm telling you up front, you will watch. It's only 20-minute episodes too, which is nice. And I will guarantee you, if you watch episode 1 tomorrow, you'll watch the whole first season.
Okay, well, I probably will watch it tomorrow.
And it's really good.
Okay.
And it's short seasons too. It's only like 10 episodes each season.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, there's a lot of, like you were saying, there's a lot of great stuff out there right now. Dude, there was one on Hulu that it was with Jack Bauer. What's his name in real life?
Oh,
Kiefer Sutherland.
Kiefer Sutherland, yeah.
Called The Confessional. Did you ever watch that?
No, I'm not aware of it.
This was fucking fantastic. You talk about great idea. It's every episode is 5 minutes long.
Okay. Wow.
It's like 5 minutes long, and it's this whole priest thing.
Okay.
And it's basically it's like an hour show cut into like 25-minute pieces. I watched this stupid thing like a lunatic in real time. They were releasing one a week.
Okay.
And I was just watching one a week of these 5-minute fucking shows.
All right.
It was fucking fantastic.
Okay.
It was real. And then there's another one called The Booth at the End of the Aisle or something like that.
All right.
And that one, that's on Hulu as well. And the guy that's in that is well known as well. Although I don't know his name, but he's like this Irish actor.
Okay.
He played the killer in The Professional. I don't know what that guy's name is.
Yeah,
you ever seen the movie The Professional?
I know who you're talking about, though.
Yeah, that guy. And basically his deal is that he lets people come and get any wish. People can come and sit down with him and they can get one wish, whatever they want. I want this guy dead. I want $1 million. I want, whatever. Okay? And they make their wish, and then he'll grant their wish no matter what it is, but they have to do what he tells them. And if they don't, then they get killed.
Wow.
So it's like do or die. It's like, and you don't know up front. You just walk up and you sit down and you tell the guy, I want this guy killed. And he'll say, okay, well, go kill your father. I mean, it's fucked
Sure.
up.
Well, it's kind of like, it's almost like that Coen Brothers, No Country for Old Men, that Anton Chigurh, he's always saying, call the coin toss.
Right.
So
Yep.
you might win and you might lose.
Well, there's no two ways about it. You're either going to win or you're dead.
Right.
Pretty much every time.
Exactly.
Good show.
Mm-hmm.
And the stuff that they came up with was so fucked up.
Sure.
It was like, oh, wow. and then, of course, the writing was so good in this that they had it all set up that somehow, even though he didn't know what they were sitting down to ask for, somehow it would his penalty would tie into what they were going to do.
Right.
Good show, man. There's lots of great stuff. I cannot fathom. I know I more than you still watch some network TV, little bit. Like I'll usually have like 2 or 3 shows that I watch on network TV, but I don't know how people like live their life every week waiting for that next episode of NCIS.
I gotta have it on demand and watch it when I want to see it.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine sitting around till Saturday at 10 o'clock so that you could catch the new episode of Hawaii Five-0? Fuck that.
Yeah, we're just spoiled.
Yeah, well, we are spoiled, but I mean, anymore, would you watch, I mean, Sons of Anarchy, for me, and The Shield, ruined network TV.
Mm-hmm.
Because now I can't watch shows where they say, you stupid jerkhead! I can't do it anymore.
That's because you're a filth mouth.
Well, but that's how real people talk.
I know.
And that's what drives me crazy is I've watched so much TV that's in reality based in like how real people speak and how real people think.
Sure.
That when I'll watch something, even stuff that I do SVU as an example, I like that show. But when they start talking and they don't like say, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?" I'm always like, "Ugh, that just sounds so phony."
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I hear you. All right, dude. Well, we got Leather coming up here in about 5 minutes.
All right.
So I'm going to play some Chastain. Leather is going to call in and bring us up to date with what she's got going on. And, she reached out to me and said, "Hey, I'd like to come on the show and talk." So I said, "Of course, bring your ass on. We'll be glad to speak to you. We like you."
Yeah, we like her a lot.
Yeah, and I'm going to play a song from Chastain because I just happened to have a intro from the band.
Oh, that's good.
For the song because, as you know, I don't play any music unless I have an intro for it.
Oh, I think I booted that guy right out of the chat room.
All right. As you know, Chastain has a release out called We Bleed Metal.
Yes.
And since the only active member who wants to go out and perform live is Leather, I thought I would play a tune from that just called I Am a Warrior.
Yeah, pal.
So here's our rock and roll warrior Leather with Chastain exclusively here
on your classic metal show.
Hey guys, Leather Leone from Chastain, and you are listening to the Classic Metal Show.